Have you ever wondered about why two men died on a cryptic note they left behind hid a deadly secret? Would you climb a dark hill to meet unknown forces? They wore neat suits, raincoats, and had empty water bottles. These men were not cultists, they were radio technicians. The lead masks were meant to protect their eyes. Their note said, "Swallow capsules, protect eyes, wait signal." They expected a cosmic encounter, but met something else. They likely ingested lethal doses of experimental psychedelic drugs. That detail becomes important later. On August 17th, the two technicians boarded a bus to Nitre. They told their families they were buying work supplies, but their pockets held a cryptic note about swallowing capsules. Upon arrival, they purchased heavy waterproof coats from a local shop. Strangely, they kept the deposit receipt to return the empty bottle. A local bar owner saw them looking incredibly nervous and hurried. They quickly headed up the steep slope of Vintém Hill. Toxicologists later suspected those secret capsules contained lethal doses of poison. They lay down side by side, placing lead masks over eyes. That detail becomes important later. Detectives searched the victims' pockets and found a damp notebook. Inside, a precise schedule detailed their final, mysterious hours. The text instructed them to swallow capsules at exactly 18:30. They had to protect metals and wait for the signal. Only then would they put on the heavy lead masks. Police traced a receipt for the lead sheets they bought. They also bought a bottle of water, returning the deposit. This simple transaction proved they fully planned on returning home. Their bodies showed absolutely no signs of violence or struggle. But the upcoming autopsy would only make things far stranger. Police searched the bodies and uncovered a highly cryptic notebook. Inside, a handwritten timeline detailed their final, bizarre hours. The instructions began at precisely 4:30 in the afternoon. 2 hours later, they were ordered to swallow mysterious capsules. Next, the strange text told them to protect metals. Finally, they had to wait for the agreed signal. The homemade lead masks were meant to protect their eyes. They cut these crude masks from sheet metal themselves. Strangely, the coroner found no signs of physical violence. Yet, a large sum of cash had completely vanished. Investigators found a small, wet notebook inside Miguel's pocket. Inside, cryptic handwritten Portuguese instructions outlined a bizarre schedule. The text ordered them to swallow capsules at precisely 6:30. No one knew what these mysterious, ingested capsules actually contained. Police searched the hillside, but found no leftover pill bottles. The note commanded them to protect metals, a highly puzzling step. They had to wait for some unknown, prearranged mask signal. This signal supposedly proved their bizarre experiment was finally working. Unfortunately, the local coroner completely botched the initial autopsy report. They failed to perform basic toxicology tests on the organs. Investigators found a cryptic notebook inside the men's pockets. The handwritten note detailed a precise, minute-by-minute schedule. It instructed them to swallow mysterious capsules at 18:30. Then, they had to protect metals and wait for signals. Oddly, they also kept a receipt to return empty bottles. This receipt suggests they fully expected to return home alive. But local residents reported seeing a strange orange glow instead. No toxicological test ever identified what those capsules actually contained. The local police lacked the advanced equipment to find answers. That detail becomes important later. The local coroner completely skipped the toxicological testing process. This critical mistake permanently sealed the cause of death, but we know they ingested mysterious capsules before climbing. A local spiritualist group promised these pills triggered enlightenment. These secret meetings focused on contacting entities from space. The lead masks supposedly shielded their eyes from radiation. Yet, no radioactive traces were ever detected on Vintém. Did the capsules contain a lethal dose of poison? Their close friend Elcio later faced intense police interrogation. He claimed they only sought a spiritual cosmic connection. A young boy discovered two bodies lying on the hillside. Both men wore strange masks fashioned from thick lead sheets. They wore formal suits despite the sweltering tropical afternoon heat. A notebook contained instructions for waiting for a specific signal. If you enjoy this mystery, hit that like button now. They likely believed the lead would block intense, radioactive light. Hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get updates. Toxicology reports were ruined by the advanced state of decay. Locals reported seeing strange glowing lights above the hill area. That detail becomes important later. Police arrested their close friend, Elcio Gomes, for intense questioning. LCO previously participated in dangerous local spiritual energy experiments. He confessed their previous spiritual breakthrough was just a backyard explosion. However, LCO possessed a solid alibi for that afternoon. Investigators shifted focus toward a mysterious local spiritist center. Members claimed the duo wanted contact with extraterrestrial beings. They believed specific pills would safely trigger a psychic trance. The mysterious note's mention of protecting metals meant human bodies. Lead masks supposedly shielded their eyes from blinding cosmic radiation, but no local group admitted providing those highly toxic capsules. Their notebook didn't just have notes, it contained death instructions. The instructions ordered them to ingest unknown capsules at sunset. A mysterious supplier allegedly provided these pills 3 days prior. They believed these pills would trigger a spiritual mental breakthrough. It's surprising that both victims were highly skilled radio technicians. They built the lead masks to protect against spiritual radiation. Police eventually arrested a local spiritualist named LCO Gomes. Gomes admitted they frequently conducted dangerous, drug-fueled spiritual experiments, but the exact formula of those capsules remains entirely unknown. Their ultimate destination on that hill holds one final secret. A young boy stumbled upon 2 bodies lying near brush. Both men wore suits and strange handmade lead eye masks. Police found 0 signs of violence or any struggle nearby. A notebook contained cryptic notes about ingestion and set times. They likely attempted a spiritual experiment using those lead masks. Witnesses saw them buying water and towels before the climb. Lab tests were ruined by heavy rain during the recovery. One man was actually a skilled technician with electronics knowledge. Locals whispered they were waiting for a signal from space. Why choose a hill to conduct such a lethal test? Their notebook contained cryptic instructions for a spiritual encounter experiment. They believed lead masks would protect them from dangerous radiation. They were searching for a signal from a higher dimension. Toxic substances were found inside their bottles near the bodies. The substances meant to help instead caused their sudden death. Police found no signs of struggle or outside criminal involvement. 2 intelligent men lost their lives chasing a dangerous obsession. We may never know exactly what they saw that night. Their story serves as a warning about extreme, isolated beliefs. The facts remain, and the search for truth continues.